Hey there guys, it's Tom and welcome back to a brand new video, and this is a hot lap and we are here at Abu Dhabi under the night skies. I've let some time pass and it's fully night time, so you guys are going to see that in a moment, and it looks absolutely beautiful. But first of all, we're going to do the setup first, and here we are on the setup screen. And it's a setup that I'm actually quite pleased with. Abu Dhabi actually feels quite nice in this game, and it's actually one of my top 5 tracks. It flows really well, and if you've got a nice setup, it definitely helps. And the first part of that setup here in this case is running the 5/4 aero on the front and rear wings. Now this is a nice balance. This is what I find works for me best. I've got enough front turning sort of thing, but I've still got a very nice amount of straight line speed down the 2 big straights. And as my phone goes off there randomly, as my my setup actually works quite nicely, and it balances itself out quite nicely. Now, compared to my previous setups, I'm running 90% on throttle diff. I like this because I actually like the aggressive throttle differential around this track. It actually rewards you quite nicely if you can manage to control the wheel spin, which is a good feature here, and it's definitely one thing that I enjoy. Now we're going to move on to the suspension, and as you can see, I'm actually running quite an aggressive one here. The front, rear, and then the front and rear toe, both the cam and the toe, sorry. I'm running them very aggressively, 1 click from maxing them out on each end. If you guys want to run a bit more conservative, then you can always just bring them a bit more central, but I like the aggressiveness in that. And as we look at the suspension here, you'll see that the front suspension is maxed out at 11 and the rear is at 12. Those are quite extreme. They do match the flow of the track quite well, and they feel quite nice, but as you can see in the anti-roll bar, a bit more conservative with an 8.3 there, taking it a bit easy, because you do want to save your tyres a little bit, because you are using super softs here. On the tyres, I am running 18.2 psi. You could always maybe bring it down to 18, maybe even 17.8, and as my phone goes off for a second time, if you want to run 18 or 17.8, then do so. But I'm going to run a bit aggressive tyres around here, and then the ballast finally I run that at 6 in the middle. I will always run it at 6 because that's what's best for me, but nevertheless, that's the setup, and now we're going to jump into the lap and see how we get on here at Abu Dhabi. So here we are then, coming around the final corner, and make sure you get a nice clean exit. You don't want to over push the car too much, just make sure that you just get a nice clean traction out the final corner. You don't want to spin out. As we go into 7th gear, bring it down to 3rd gear for turn 1. Get on the curb, on the entry and on the exit. Don't run out too wide though. As we go through turns 2 and turn 3, absolutely flat out as we hit 7th gear. Now going downhill into turn number 4 where the first exit split is. We're going to flick it right. We missed the apex slightly there. Going through turn 5, we get nicely on the curb. And we slow it all down for turn 6 for the hairpin for one of the slowest corners on the track in 2nd gear. Then you want to start grinding through gears as we go down the straight. Make sure you don't get much wheel spin and don't let the torque put you offline too much. As we open up the DRS down the first of the 2 big straights here at Abu Dhabi. As we now exiting on the right, we've got the meter boards coming up. You want to brake bang on the 100 meter board down to 2nd gear for this left right chicane. Hit the apex, sacrifice the first one to get a much better exit out the 2nd corner, and you'll see that it should reward you down this entire 2nd straight as you get higher straight line speed. As we open up the DRS flap for a 2nd time this lap here, down the 2nd of the long straights, as we slow it all down, 100 meter board on the right, down to 2nd gear once again, maybe even 3rd depending on what your preference is, as we go through this quick right left right. And you want to slow it all down once again, down to 3rd gear for this left hand of one of the corners that I actually don't enjoy on this track. It's off camber and not very enjoyable. As we go through this double apex right hander, slowing it all down for the corner just before the hotel section in 3rd gear. You want to sacrifice that so you get a nice run through these next 2 left handers as we go under the hotel in 3rd gear. Run out nice and wide onto the blue stuff, don't hit the wall though as we come into the final 2 corners. So bring it down to 4th gear, slow it down, make sure you don't run out too wide, and then come into the final corner down to 3rd gear. We missed the apex a tad, but make sure you get nice traction out the final corner as we come across the line for 1 minute 39.137. That is a brilliant lap, and that actually put me 2nd in the world on PC time. But nevertheless guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Then if you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time for another hot lap. So from me, goodbye.